Yeah, so we're back, part 2.
Cheeky refreshment break.
Yeah, a little refreshment break, and yeah, we thought we'd do 2 parts anyway because we would. What's up?
Got a lot to talk about.
I left my question for him.
You can answer any decent ones anyway.
Fuck off.
We'll just work around EJ.
Always. Right.
Yeah, so going back then.
Cresset. How do you think
Cresset,
it went?
Sammy Verge. How did it come around? Talk a bit more into like how you got into that.
Yeah,
really.
you know, we were looking for a bigger venue. Went to meet the Cresset. They were, you know, really accommodating. They wanted to do the event. Obviously, it's quite out of the norm for what they usually do.
Yeah.
Usually do pantomime and comedy shows and rock shows. And yeah, and it all happened very quickly. Once we kind of got the go-ahead, got the quotes for etc., we were just like, right, we need to book like a big act. And like garage isn't, or bassline is not really our thing, but we were like, we just want someone who's got like a lot of buzz around them. Because I think from Under and the hype around Headaches when we booked him, like we're not even really into D&B. I mean, you obviously are a lot more than me, but the hype around that guy was insane. And like you kind of buzz off it as a promoter, like seeing that and seeing people sell so many tickets and like just not having to do much, like it's insane.
What heads by itself sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of takes away a lot of the work for you. But again, like just we got the opportunity to book him. I'd seen his his DJ mag set. That was like doing the rounds at the time. And we just went for it, and it all happened. Like we had to get the artwork designed like
quick.
next day. Yeah, honestly. Like I don't think Chan and Tom.
He just messaged me out of the blue, like, "Oh, do you want to do the gig?"
I was like, we're doing an event at the Crescent. We've got Sammy Verge.
Okay.
It's in 3 weeks' time. Right, go.
What do we do?
Yeah. So yeah, that happened really quickly. But yeah, I think as we were chatting earlier, like that venue, it did work.
Yeah.
It worked really
very,
well.
very did work.
It's a new experiment for us as well, isn't it, with the sound and the light and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
we decided not to go for like a big screen. Like we always do screens, we always have done, but we decided to go for like a cool kind of lighting setup, and I think that worked really well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it did.
agree.
Yeah. I think the screens would have been too bright in there.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
only problem with screens.
I remember I was with you and I was looking at the stage. I was like, the lighting was mental.
I remember walking in, I was like,
Yeah.
this
Like,
is fucking mental.
all
This
of
is
the way it
crazy,
was all working. I was like, it had such a big effect.
Yeah.
The sound was good as well. I was
Sound
really
was
impressed with the
good.
sound.
Sound was
The
good,
functional
yeah.
audio system. But yeah, like we're really happy with it. I think we've kind of got a new venue there as well. You know, I think we'll definitely go back there. Haven't spoke to the Crescent too much since, but I think they were happy with what happened. And yeah,
It all
And
went
that
well.
was pretty
There was
well.
nothing really,
they did. Yeah.
apart from the fire alarm, but
Oh yeah.
that just.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't actually nothing to do with us. That was like kids running around the
Some
foyer.
little Brett
Was it?
chav, yeah. So fire
Chill
alarm
out.
before you.
EJ was once a little Breton child.
Didn't you say there was like a vintage fair on in the morning or something like that?
No.
Oh, Caleb was there. He sent me a
7 a.m.
photo. He
That's
sent me a
mental.
photo of it. I was like, that's mad. Like,
What time did we finish? We finished at 2, 3?
Finished at
It
2.
finished at 2,
Finished at
yeah.
2,
Got out
and
at
we had to be out by 5, including the sound, like everything.
What, the whole rig?
Yeah, everything had to be out.
5 a.m. Yeah.
And the vintage fair was loading in at 7, so.
fair play to you boys.
I mean, we was backstage dying, all of us, at like half 2. So
I don't know how you boys.
You would have still been sat on that chair like this.
he'd still be sat there now if he were.
Like a glitch in the Matrix.
I literally felt like it was a glitch. It was mad. So, adding on to that, are we possibly going to see 2024 at the Crescent? Back end of next year?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was chatting with Jem about this earlier. I think like that would be a cool venue to do like electronic artists,
Yeah.
like not necessarily just DJs. Like it's hard to think of one off the top of my head, but like I don't know, Eliza Rose or something like that. Like something where they're singing, they're performing. Like
Yeah.
I think we could do something good with that. Like because we've never really done that in Peterborough.
Yeah.
That could be maybe a next step for that. But it worked as a rave venue as well, I think. So definitely, it's good to have like an indoor venue. And something to sort of carry on under through the winter.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted. So yeah.
Worked well for that.
Works well.
So it went as good as what you thought it was going to, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there things
Absolutely.
next time you'd do differently, or is it literally everything went well?
No, I don't think so. Maybe adapt the hours a little bit. I feel
It went
like
well quick. It
did
went
go
it
quite
went
quick.
really
Yeah,
quick.
I don't know if we can bring it earlier a bit, and I don't think it needs to go later. I think it can stay like a
Yeah, I
one
think
day
that's
thing.
I think
perfect.
the 2 o'clock was.
Yeah.
I'd maybe say that like one thing some of my friends said is food. They were really worried about eating food.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
thinking.
even cross my mind.
Yeah,
I guess like day
yeah.
parties.
They were like
Yeah.
6
you
till
have to.
2. Oh,
Yeah.
what am I going to do for food? I was like, just don't eat, mate.
That's what
Yeah.
I was saying, weren't
That's
it?
a good
I was
point.
saying, I was
Good
like,
point.
we need to get...
I mean, you could have like because everyone went outside for the smokers. Maybe have like a burger van on the road.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Closed
Car
off
park,
area,
yeah.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool to be fair.
Good feedback. That's what we like.
no more
What,
school
what feedback we
discos.
don't like is it's a school disco.
That is your fault.
How is it my fault?
Would you consider, obviously, I might clip in a photo, if you have a photo on the stage of it looking backwards, would you consider opening it up?
Yeah, you know what? Well, what at the back? Like
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I think that was more of a so the Crescent have like a capacity based on
Okay.
a certain thing, like
Yeah.
fire regulations and stuff. But you tend to, for dance events, you tend to do like sort of 3 people per meter squared,
Okay.
and that would make that capacity a lot more than what they wanted. So that's why we did what we did.
Okay.
The only thing I was going to say actually is, I think what we might do next time is the circle around the DJ was possibly a bit too small.
Mhm.
If you were side on at the front, you couldn't see the DJ. very
couldn't
well,
see it,
which
no.
isn't the end of the world.
No,
like,
yeah.
not you shouldn't be looking at the DJ the whole time, really. But
Yeah.
people like to, and I saw that in a lot of clips. Like you couldn't really see the DJ very
Yeah.
well, but maybe we'd have to make that a bit bigger,
Yeah.
or do something different. Yeah.
Maybe just like a arc. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of the bottom bit,
Yeah.
but
An arc would look crazy.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
And you could still call that under as well.
Or maybe you could, if you
Yeah.
could maybe
To
put
be
it,
fair,
yeah.
think
I like
about
it. I'm
To
liking
be
that.
fair, yeah, to be fair,
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, like a
Maybe,
bridge arch.
yeah.
then.
Yeah,
You
that'd
could,
be
yeah.
cool.
Unless you set it behind the DJ.
Yeah.
Boys, don't
Yeah.
say too much. We can get that
Yeah, what's going on?
Free info.
Jeez, chill out, Rob. Chill out, boys. Oh, I'm the business one out of these. No, it went really well. Like I said, you boys absolutely fucking
It
smashed
felt
it.
natural, didn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
and I just want to say the way you treated us on the night as well. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
that.
you.
We
Yeah.
enjoyed that night, and yeah. Because I'm still a bit shocked. Dan Clare came up to me and was like, "Do you want a drink?" I was like, "Yeah, all
Do you want
right."
an IPA? Never had one, but yeah.
No, it was a good night. Really.
And I
good.
feel
It was
like everyone's set sort of complemented each other's
Yeah.
as well. Like there wasn't sort of like a dead zone, if that makes sense, of music.
Yeah,
Like
it was.
it paired, yeah, everything.
Built
I
up
think
well.
everyone we had
Really
playing
quick.
that night, like yourself, Toby and Lewis, Lee, like I think and obviously Nick as well.
Yeah.
I think all them sets were like exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like especially like Lee, Toby and Lewis, like I think they're really good at like warming up for
Yeah.
like the sort of headliners as well. They just play kind of a minimal sort of role in,
Yeah.
and they just sort of do a really good job, don't they?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone was a bit different. Everyone
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a little
Yeah,
bit
everyone
different.
It's
was
as
different,
well.
but everyone kind of had in their head what they were doing as
Yeah.
well. Like they were warming
Yeah.
up for Sammy in a way, like
Yeah.
so they wanted to play a bit more garagey.
Yeah.
And I think like yourself, Lee, and Toby, like we were chatting earlier about DJs and what they should do. Like I think that is what you should do. Like you should, if you get invited to play a set like that, you should play to the headliner, play to the event, etc. And like all your pages are like, just how it should be. I think everyone on that event was right. I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Everyone's pretty much, everyone was like they were saying like, oh, I don't know what to play. Just do what you do, and
yeah.
everyone, like on the actual night, everyone was on the same page,
Mm.
Yeah.
like without even actually
Yeah.
having to say, do this, do that.
Apart from the EastEnders stuff.
It went off though.
That was
yeah,
my
do you
fault.
agree?
It was like,
went off.
I was like, fucking play it.
I was like, I don't know.
I was backstage, I said, dun, dun. I was like, oh no.
So you
He's
walked
done
off.
it. I mean, I put in our chat, I was like, no.
You genuinely have
went
a
off,
hate
though.
It
towards
did.
that
It did
track.
go off. It did go
Is
off.
there? Oh my is there any backstory as to why you don't want that EastEnders track being
Yeah.
played, or?
Like, do you genuinely hate
I'm
it?
just a Coronation Street fan. Like, I don't know. I think.
Oh well, yeah.
I think like garage, it's more acceptable to do that kind of thing.
Is there anyone that? This is a question more to you, Dan, but obviously you could add on to it as well. Is there anyone that you'd absolutely love to collaborate with? It could be producing, it could be DJing, it goes DJing as well.
I don't know. Like producing wise, it's kind of. I think ours at the minute is more like labels and stuff.
Yeah.
Like certain labels we want to be on. That's our goal at the minute. I think collabs. are helpful, but also I see a lot of artists like, you know, like Camel Fat collab with a lot of artists, but it doesn't do a whole lot for them.
No.
It's weird, like because I think if they get played on the radio, they'll say Camel Fat this track.
Yeah.
They won't say Camel Fat and whoever.
Yeah.
So I think like it's good as like a stepping stone, but I don't know. Like there's people like obviously Disclosure. Like there's a lot of UK acts who, even people like Gorgon City and stuff as well. Like all them UK acts who kind of just cross genres a little bit and like just do their own thing, but still play like to raves and stuff. Like they're the kind of ones that, for me especially.
Yeah, I want to. I'll probably eventually get on the producing side of things.
Yeah.
Like.
Could see a little duo.
Yeah. That'd be quite groovy, to be fair, wouldn't it?
What? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Nah. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'll probably need some help. So you know, someone like, you know, Dan can show me the ropes. Maybe we'll, I don't know, bust out a track.
We did a track once, didn't we? Remember that Mixo track?
Oh,
we all sat around on.
That was time ago.
It's in my flat, wasn't it? On the bed. That was weird.
Yeah.
Can elaborate on that?
That's for another day. Subscribe for that content.
Do you want to throw the curveball in while we're halfway through?
All right, yeah, we'll throw the curveball.
That's mental.
We'll clip the photo in as well.
We've just got a few questions to ask. Why?
Wait, why? 1 second, bear with me 1 second.
What's the curveball?
It's about the penises.
Which one should we do?
Well, while you're looking, I'll ask about that. Yeah, talk about the penises.
Oh God. So
the mystery penis graffiti, yeah. So we, on our second under, or I think second or third, we went down the day before to the site, and we'd obviously been setting up all week, and some Peterborough yobbo had graffitied penises all over all over the floor, all over the
flags.
Yeah, the flags they got done as well. Some serious profanity and arrows pointing at us under the bridge, and it said, yeah, whatever.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. And, like, a big arrow pointing towards us. So yeah, that was lovely.
It's things you have to go through, innit?
Yeah, we've
petty people.
Yeah.
But
Hey. How you getting on, mate?
Which one do you want to do?
I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I want to know. Intrigued.
Should we do this?
Yeah.
Would you like to explain this photo? 1 second.
Oh God, here we go. What now? Oh, that's nothing.
Was there any like thought process? You think it was cool or?
New camera. Got a new camera. He's not seen the size of that lens.
I airdropped you.
I can't find it.
Are you on about my hairstyle or are you on about the pose?
Both, to be fair. Was it like a Bieber phase or?
Yeah, just peace and love, baby.
Yeah. When I used to, be heavily influenced on, Justin Bieber's following me around and everything.
Wait, you do the other one.
I don't know where it is.
Which one? We do have another one as well.
Oh God.
And this is for.
Are we stalking my Facebook or
best
what?
be of Chan. Is there anything doing my Rod Stewart hair?
Oh, I got some pretty good photos.
No,
I
don't.
can't.
Right, bear with me 1 second. Fucking crazy.
We're on like Facebook 2004.
Do you want to ask another question while I look?
Chan, you've got some good photos. I'm saying that.
We was literally, we was going through
I ain't gonna
your
lie,
Facebook.
I can't hide them. I put them on Facebook.
You've got like 3,000 photos on Facebook, did you know that?
Mate, do you know how old I am? Fucking hell.
Invented Facebook.
Oh, mate, we were creasing him. Like.
Yeah, no, we were literally.
I know, he was sending to me like, I got no word on them.
I put that one into our under chat as well.
Oh, you could do this one.
Oh God, here we go.
Here you go, people. There's this. There's that. Do you want to explain that one, Dan?
That was big so
To be fair.
Facebook.
I think we.
I don't know. He found it.
I think we actually DJ'd like that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Oh, really?
I look like Steve Aoki.
I was a pirate.
Yeah, you were.
For some reason I wore a wig.
You do look a bit like Russell
That was he was going through his Dave Grohl phase.
Yeah.
I don't know if being told you look like Russell Brand's a good thing at the moment.
Yeah, not right now. You give me Russell Brand vibes.
I think that's that for that.
We've got a whole album, but we'll just keep it at that for now.
Keep that private.
Yeah.
Should we go on to some Q&A?
Yeah, we'll do some Q&As.
So this is our segment where we do like people ask questions and answers Q&A.
Why has James Chan answered a question?
I don't know. So James Chan asked,
As he asked, why is James Chan look so young?
what toppings are the pizzas?
That's an important question. That's an important question. Man's got to eat.
Right, I'll let you pick one.
I'll pick one. So I'll just go from there.
Yeah,
We could do them all, to be fair.
Yeah, we'll go on the
Everyone's
line.
going to be one of what. So from Mooks,
Big up Mooks.
what's your goal for 2024?
Mine personally is, for more is to release more music.
Yeah.
We're only really releasing sort of 3 or 4 tracks, and we've already got like 5 lined up before May. I think for under, it's just build on what we've done.
Yeah.
You
Just
know,
see how far we can get, really.
Yeah, the bookings have got bigger. Everything we're planning is bigger than previously. Like the infrastructure's bigger. Like we've kind of it's a bit like when we did Mixo. Like we've got the foundation sorted. We're done. Like that works.
Yeah.
But now we've got the opportunity to like build it. Like we can do other things. We can make new areas. Do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's all kind of what we're
Little
planning at the minute.
expansions here and there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, just build on it all. And yeah, just do more events. Do like maybe a couple of pop-up events. Do the winter stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Chan?
Pretty much, yeah, that's just what's like what we, with under, like we just want to, see where we can go really with that.
Yeah.
And then when we're not doing under, just like, things like the Crescent, where we can find, what we can do, that sort of thing. So still in works. So yeah, see how it progresses really.
Nice.
I was thinking you could do like a little stage on the lake.
On the lake.
On the lake.
No, you know what I mean though. Like the DJ could you could have a little bit boxed off and have like a over the lake. That's sick.
Yeah, we did have a really cool idea for that when.
Yeah, so don't fucking look at me like that, dickhead.
I thought you meant on the lake.
Yeah, like on the lake.
I was like,
No, like the DJ.
Oh,
Pagoda.
yeah. Go to stage.
Go to
Yeah,
stage,
yeah.
yeah. That'd be sick.
Only thing is with that is our insurance will be like,
We already have to have lifeguards
So-
for the whole event.
yeah.
Like,
Really?
It's sort of-
yeah.
if we can work around that, then yeah, maybe.
Come
That
on.
would be sick though, to be fair. Yeah, dickhead. Trying to get a job here.
We're giving all the ideas.
Another quick one I wanted to ask with the whole under thing. I don't know if you've probably already had that person on, but who is someone you would love to get at under? Even though you could say even if they've been on, but someone you would think, that's always someone I wanted on there, or in the future that someone's big.
I'd love to get Bicep on. They'll do it. They'll do it, but it's just they physically can't do it. They ain't got the time.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's kind of set in like my go-to usually be something like Eric Prydz, like in his thingy, but I don't know if that would suit Under the Bridge. I think you need like more kind of raw, kind of undergroundy sort of vibes.
Nighttime vibe, don't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't know really. It's hard. Like I think people like Jamie Jones and stuff as well would be cool. And yeah, just have to see who we get.
Yeah.
For
Not
May.
giving too
Not
much
giving
away.
too. We're trying. What? I'm supposed to be asking you. I've just all these questions coming into my head. Who would you say has got the most tension out of all like the DJs you've had on? Who's been the one that's been like, who's got the people there? If you know what I mean. Out of all the DJs you've had,
What, like the biggest pull?
the
kind of thing?
biggest pull. Who's
Headaches.
Headaches,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
massively.
Like it was so refreshing. Like we knew it was a big deal when we booked him. Like so I was speaking to Jack, like Sin Central. I was like, look, we've been given the opportunity to book him. I know from what I can see, like he's massive.
Yeah.
I could see like the clips going viral of him waking up in like the bed and that sort of thing. That was really cool. And Jack was like, do it.
serious? Stop recording.
Yeah, and he's on it as well. Like social media wise, he's on it.
I think he used to be a social media manager. I can't remember what he said
Oh,
it was
really?
for. Yeah. But like, I find it really exciting. Like when you book a DJ who's like a really hot ticket, like for example in house right now it'd be someone like Ben Helmsley. Like
Yeah.
people like that when they're just so at the top of their game.
Yeah.
it was a bit weird, like when we had John Summit at Mixo, because John Summit at the time in America was playing like, 20,000 people. He came to Mixo and we're doing 400 tickets.
Yeah.
Like it was just such a weird contrast, and I think he's still a bit like that. But like obviously he's like now global, like he's insane. But I just find it really interesting seeing people on their way up as well. Like that's key.
I guess you've seen it differently from people back when you first started, how they were getting up to people now, how they're doing it, if you know what I mean, and how different it is. And
I think like BB's a huge one.
Yeah, that's
Like,
mental.
that's crazy.
That's mental.
Like seeing him a few of these times.
No, I hate talking about like the finance of it, but like the deal we got on him compared to what he was worth a year later was insane.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 1,000 times more, probably. Literally 1,000 times more.
He actually posted, I think while we were on this podcast,
I've just seen
he's
that.
now cancer free.
Yeah, amazing.
So
Oh, fair play.
it's just come out.
Fair
Incredible.
play, nah. Rate that.
Good news. I remember when he played at DC10 over the summer, and he was like on the plane, and then like I was just like glued to my phone watching that Ukadea story thing of him playing. Like, insane.
I don't know if you can give it off. I don't know how much you can tell you, but who's been the most? I know you want to talk about finances, but who's been the most expensive DJ? You know what I mean?
What for under or Mixo or what?
Everything, like, who's been the most demanding? Who's been the one?
Expensive person? We'd probably say like the person who's gone on to be like the most. I'd say that's probably Bicep, without a doubt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Bicep are now, they can headline a festival in London, 50,000 people, sell out. You know what I mean? Like they are next level, and they deserve it. Like.
So when did they come on for you then?
2014, wasn't it?
Fucking hell,
Yeah.
So I bet it's good for you to see that though. I think,
love it.
I
love them stories. Like, especially like I remember when we used to do. There was a party in Lincoln called Motor Warehouse. It was J-Mo and Andy George, and we used to warm up for them a lot.
Yeah,
I remember him telling me once that they booked Disclosure for like you're talking a few £100.
Oh
my god! Like obviously they were Radio 1 anyway, them two, so they kind of had all the background. They knew what they were doing. But I think that's a bit like with our drum and bass side, with having Charlie T on board helping us book. She knows who to book. She knows who's up and coming. She's like telling us all these people, and we're just like, yep. Like we just trust her. Like we are, 100%. Like, and that's so good to have. Yeah,
it's like because the first one I went, the first event I went to, an under event, was when Mosey was there.
Yeah.
And that was when Mosey was big, but it was that's when he was on his rise, and that's when how I heard of Mosey, and I was like, fucking, this guy's unreal.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, after that, I was just seeing him.
I've seen him literally. My Instagram was non-stop Mosey.
So I'm guessing was that someone probably come from Charlie T? Was that one of her?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She was just like, you've got to book him. I think Jack, Sin Central again, he had said to me, he was like, he said a few people, and he said Mosey, like he is killing it on like TikTok, socials, like, and he's a sick DJ.
In fact, I went to see Mosey, I think 4 months before we booked him.
Yeah.
As well,
But yeah, he was, and the thing is, all these acts, like they're so nice as well.
Yeah.
Like, Headaches, like I think his dad lived in Stanground or something stupid.
Yeah,
like,
he's local, so I know a girl. I was seeing a girl, and he went to school with her. They was in like the years had the same class as each other.
Yeah.
Bro, shut up! I'm just
not saying anything, mate. To be fair.
So he's a local lad, so it's nice to try and get him on as well, I guess.
Yeah.
And like Mosey, obviously he was sound. Like Charlie is a legend. I think we're lucky to have that relationship with Charlie as well. I think that's a big one for us.
Great connection.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that's like same with us. I mean, we're getting so many connections, obviously not as much as what Charlie and that is, but yeah, I think over time you're always going to be.
You got to build it.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, like networking is huge.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think from our side as well, Jem is key to that. Jem is like, he's like a DJ that's on the biggest tour of his life, and he's not stopped for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Honestly, like every other weekend he's in like Berlin, he's in Ibiza, he's everywhere, but he's always networking, he's always pushing under. For example, one of our house headliners, I was chatting to him earlier, and we weren't getting any answers, and then we realised that Jem had been sat with his manager in DC10 recently, dropped him a message, and all of a sudden we're getting answers. Yeah. So it's that sort of stuff that really pays off. And when you start trying to book these big people, you have to be, there's so many different angles you have to attack it from. Like, you can't just email and say, I want to book this person. Yeah. You don't get a response.
Yeah.
So.
I want to know, in the earlier days, say when you booked Bicep, like, how did you find these people? Did you just see them on like iTunes, SoundCloud.
iTunes.
Well, the thing is, back then, when 2014, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I was in year 9.
Bro, we see him on Bebo, innit? And was like, oh, he
Instagram
looks
wasn't
good.
really a thing then,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
SoundCloud was big back then. It
Yeah.
was massive. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, Bicep
Huge.
started that. They were a blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was called. Was it called Bicep? Or
Feel My Bicep.
Feel My Bicep.
Feel
Yeah.
My Bicep,
That was
yeah.
their blog.
Yeah, just blog.
Just putting out house tracks and stuff, and they sort of evolved from there. But like, that was a weird one we booked them because they were big in their own way at the time, but they were still kind of like underground
Very
big,
underground.
weren't they?
Yeah.
And then it was just before that Gotta Let You Go track really. I don't think they wanted to be pushed into limelight, but they did, didn't they? They never released it, did they?
Yeah, they wouldn't. I don't think they wanted to go in that direction, did
No. But then now all their tracks just go everywhere anyway,
Yeah.
so
they? Yeah.
they can't escape it. But yeah, I think tracks like, I mean, people like Patrick Toppin as well. Like, we had Patrick Toppin and Christoph on the same night, and now both of them are like astronomical. Like
Yeah.
Christoph is
Yeah.
Eric Prid's warm-up DJ, effectively, and Patrick Toppin's, you know,
Patrick
like,
Toppin,
yeah,
yeah.
his own little league.
Yeah.
Northern Donk.
Any more questions? There's quite a few. Just
There's quite a few,
don't
yeah.
ask like the fucking stupid ones.
Yeah. Oh, no, they said to ask, so I might do, to be fair. We'll see. Greatest achievement to date in the scene, and that's by Stephen Dovey.
That's
It's achievement.
greatest person today.
Nah,
Yeah, probably under.
Yeah.
just under. Yeah.
I bet that was so mad. After the when the night had finished, did you have like a little moment like shit
No,
that
you
just
clean
happened?
up the next day.
Oh, yeah. Chan, mate, come on.
It never stops. I mean, oh yeah. We cried.
Chang
Yeah, we
cried, I held him like a baby.
Yeah.
I was like, we did it, baby.
But no, like I mean, like we did a little like we did an event at the unit. It was we probably got what?
Probably like 40, probably like 40 tops at our first event, and like.
But even after that,
for
we were
us, we were like, I can't believe we've actually done
You
it.
know,
now,
yeah, it's our first ever thing.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a lot bigger scale than what we do, but you have to put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
Even for these little events, the time we put into it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like
ridiculous.
afterwards you're like, fucking hell, we did it. It was more, it weren't bothered how many people we got or the money. We didn't make no money. It was more the fact like we did it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah.
we worked well. The night went well, and yeah.
Yeah, I love that, to be fair.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
sick
Like I think, like especially with Mixos, like in Red Room, like a lot of the time it felt like a chore because we were doing it every month.
After
and,
a
like,
while, it just
Yeah.
gets
you'd finish one, then you're on straight to the next one. Like,
Yeah.
and it was just constant, like trying to think of content for socials, and
Yeah.
it got a bit dull. But like you'd still like have the occasion one where like it would either sell out or like it would be just like an incredible night, and you'd be like, it's
Yeah.
class.
Definitely.
I mean, I feel like we've already asked this, but again, from Stephen Dovey, where do you see yourself as an artist or promoter in the next 5 years? It's quite a broad question, to be fair.
I think as a promoter, like I think doing the tent and stuff at Under kind of opened my eyes to the fact we could just do this a lot of things anywhere.
Yeah.
Like we hadn't done that sort of infrastructure before. Obviously we do our own bars as well, so I think that's something we might look at some point, like different
we can use it,
locations,
Yeah.
be a bit more flexible.
That tent was like Narnia.
Yeah.
It didn't look like big, but when you got in there, it
Oh,
was
mate,
huge.
yeah, I remember when I walked around, I was like, what the f-?
I remember driving across the bridge.
Yeah, right, it was just towering over the bridge.
You know what? Funny story of that tent, right?
Oh.
So about 3 days before we were due to, I think we were starting it on the Monday, and we booked this tent in like ages in advance. We'd never done a tent before, and we knew where it was going roughly. We knew it was going to be fairly tight. Anyway, on the Friday before the Monday, the Neem Park messaged us and were like, here's a utilities map of all the gas, the power and stuff that run under that grass.
Oh, wow.
We were like, what do you mean? Like, what power? Like, and it was like, I can't remember what it's called, like EVAT1 or EV1, like it was like high power.
High
like,
voltage,
You know, you put something in it, you're dead. And so I spoke to the tent guys and I was like, look, they've told us this. He was like, you need to get it all marked out. We're like, okay.
How do you do that?
And then I was like, okay, well, how many pegs you put in? He was like 100 1 metre pegs. I literally I
1 metre
sat on my
pegs.
computer
They're
and
like,
I googled how deep our power line's buried, and it was like 60 to 100 centimetres. 60 to 100 centimetres. I was like, this is the problem.
yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I remember I got a friend of ours, Sam, and his was it his brother? I can't remember, or his someone related to him. came with one of them little things that you use on building sites.
Oh, you scan it.
Yeah,
Oh,
CAT
yeah,
scans,
yeah.
CAT scan,
That's
yeah.
it,
So we marked it all out, and we must have been like centimetres from it, like, but it all went up, all went fine, no one
Yeah.
died. I didn't
Thank
stay
God.
around when the pegs were being put in.
That was stressful. That was.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Jeez.
But yeah, it was a big tent.
It was a
It
really
was a
big
big
time.
10.
It was.
Yeah.
And seeing as I'm not really, I was a D&B person, I think I spent most of my time in the house tent. I think that the axe you had on that day was unreal.
I was stuck at the D&B.
I remember
stage.
it's bad, innit? Because I said I'm not a house person, so don't grill me on this. I remember if it was you, innit, or someone I was like, who's Richie Hammond?
Yeah,
And
we
you
were
was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm
Yeah.
like, mate, I'm not. But I stayed I watched his set and I was just like, even like Alicia's as well, and I was like, mate, I loved
Yeah.
it, absolutely loved it.
Do you know what? Like, I think,
But I think like the fact it was good you had both there, because like I said, I was a D&B person.
yeah.
So the last under, I didn't go to the house day, I went to the drum and bass day. So because you had both there, it was nice the fact I was like, you know what, I actually enjoy the house.
Yeah.
And then you was in a bit of the D&B with I don't want to go there, the girl you was with, blonde
It's
girl.
stressful for us because we've got to like run backwards and forwards to each stage.
Yeah.
To breathe.
Oh,
Yeah, bless him. He's still not quite over that, but
yeah,
we'll
nah.
not talk
Still
about it.
heartbreaking, but it's all right.
Yeah,
We
but it
knew-
was nice to think, you know what, I'll go listen to a bit of drum and bass. Then it was just that gets too much. You're right, I'll go chill in the house
Yeah.
tent for a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I do like that aspect too.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, that's definitely in our plans for the August one. We're just not quite sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a question from UK Ferris.
Big up Ferris.
Big up Ferris.
Come on.
What is the most nostalgic memory you have that never fails to make you smile?
Probably for me, probably Ten's next manager coming up to me and when I was on, this is in Mixo,
Yeah.
and he's like, I can't believe what you're doing. Like, what do you mean? He's like, I've actually got Ten Snake up and start dancing around the thing.
Yeah.
And Ten Snake actually come up to me and it's like, your mixing's incredible. Like, not being, big-headed, but he was
Yeah.
just like, I was like, fucking, that's a wow for me, like life wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of that. Like when, for example, the headliner would play and you were playing after him, then like we'd just go back to back with them. Like
BB.
they wouldn't want to come off, and like like BB, like Dennis Cruz. I remember with Rubens, like a lot of people just played back to back with like massive DJs, and that was just great. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
What about
cool.
yourself, EJ?
What?
Answer that question for yourself.
Most nostalgic? I don't really know, mate, to be fair.
Back to back, James Chan.
Yeah, to be fair, there's that.
Yeah, what's
I
something
saw how
what
much you
sticks?
were
What someone
smiling.
like makes you think, what makes you smile? Like,
It's
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, like I will say that to be fair, it's the case of me and you were talking about it. I didn't really know if it was going to happen, and then I think my dad was like, "James is looking for you." I was like, "What?" I go back on stage, and then we do that, and then you've all said I showed it, and that's stuck by me. To be fair, like
Your dad messaged me
Cool.
actually after Mixer.
did he actually?
Yeah,
What did he say?
I'm not saying.
oh, that's cute. I can tell. Your dad's amazing,
Yeah.
so you know it was something nice.
Imagine me hacking into his phone later.
Nah, Anna.
No,
Oh,
he
God.
says all good things. Like,
Yeah.
What a cool dad as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he's cool dad.
the amount of times
Every single event we've been
Yeah.
to, we're
To be
playing.
fair,
at-
that's another thing. Like
They're there.
memory-wise, like I was saying to you, it's sort of because my brother DJs in Leeds, and it sort of just brought the family back together. So that's
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
countless memories which are just gonna
Yeah.
the amount of
Carry on.
times I was walking around and bumped into your dad. Like, honestly, must have been like 10, 15 times.
I lost count how many
Like,
fist bumps me and your dad did, didn't I?
And he's like, like he's loving it. It was so nice.
Oh, bless him.
I can't really answer that because I ain't really done much events. You know what? I think I have. I know obviously I done hardly anything, but is this in the Spalding for Redliners after that because we dropped we just went hard techno.
Yeah, so we're at a pub.
AC 130. Like we were in the middle of a pub in Spalding, in the back garden.
It was supposed to be a house in UKG, and then I think I started queuing up like a proper hard, I don't know if you know, techno as like a Zaya tune, and I started queuing that up, press play, and it just went off.
Well,
to be
yeah, we
fair,
were trying,
right?
and then
Sounds familiar?
we just started playing like hard techno AC 130, and we come off, and then I had people come up to me like, "Fucking hell, that was sick!" Like, and I was just like, for me, obviously, I haven't really done much like big events, but I was just like, that sticks to me, you know. What I mean?
Yeah.
People actually was like, "Yeah, you're doing good," and I was just like, it pays off a little bit then. If
Yeah,
it makes
yeah,
you,
100%.
realise all the time and effort we put into your fucking living room, practicing fucking DJing and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, like yeah, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, that's why I would've said that. Trust me.
Any more?
Again, like to be fair, we've already answered that. Oh shit.
No.
Do you want to ask us this question?
No.
When's the legend on the podcast? Who's
Oh.
Oh, okay, yep.
We could bleep that
That's
bit
not
out.
really-
Question for us, though. That's a question for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair.
When's on?
Dad.
So that was our. When on.
Depends
Cool.
when he gets unbarred from Red Room.
Wait, who? Or-
No, whoever sent that thing in. I don't know. It's just like, give us one question, give another name.
Oh, we're getting cancelled.
Moving on. Moving on. Yeah.
What? I've got one. What's the craziest rider request or?
Oh, that's interesting.
It's
to be
easy.
fair. I think I know. B-Traits?
Yeah, B-Traits. Yeah.
So do you know a Radio 1 DJ called B-Traits? She was around for a while, like a few years.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had her for Mixo, and she just had like loads of like, you know, like healthy like food bars and whatever on a rider, like tequila stuff like that. There was a lot on the rider, right? One of the annoying things, she wanted a type of sock. Was it a Happy Sock? Was it? It's like a brand of sock,
Happy
and
Sock,
she wanted
yeah.
a pair of these socks. Anyway,
What the fuck?
Jem sent one of his staff at Red Room
Yeah.
to go. Had to go to Nottingham to buy them because they were like a specific brand. Brought them, come back. Anyway, I was in the back room when her and the manager came in. Manager just sweeps it all into a bag, and then they walk out. She plays, and they go.
What the fuck?
And she
I
wanted
mean, she
her
doesn't play very much anymore.
own dressing room
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff as well, isn't she?
yeah. One of my, I remember
bizarre.
on Mixo Warehouse, Leon Vinyl.
Best,
His
best
rider
best
was
rider.
a bottle of Merlot and a banana. And he ate the banana and he drank the Merlot. He's just sipping Merlot while he's playing vinyl on the dance. Like,
Is it a good Merlot?
yeah,
Good Merlot.
what a cool guy. What a legend.
He was a cool guy though, wasn't
He
he?
was,
He
he
was
was.
really cool.
I'll tell you, that'd be a good question. Right. What would you ask for a rider? I know
Yeah.
not from us.
Yeah,
from
I
me,
like
but
that.
as a pizza. But
Yeah.
what would you
You
ask
know
for?
what? So on our Rider for More, we've got like, I've got Brewdog, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, but we played a gig in Newcastle, and the promoter, she comes up to me straight away. She's like, "Oh, I went to the brewery, the Brewdog in thingy, and got this specifically bottled for you, whatever." So our rider has, because Dylan's gluten free, so or I think it was gluten free or something like that. And basically, she'd gone and got this specific gluten free something version of this Brewdog. God knows how much it cost her in our own can, like, and 4 of them, and it was really. I tried it and it was horrible. Like, it was disgusting. And she was so proud she'd gone and got this done. The effort was unreal, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So I grabbed a bit next to it and had that. But she put so much effort in. I can't. It was like gluten or vegan. I don't know, like vegan beer, but whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of effort gone into that. Felt bad.
What about you, Chan?
Bombay Sapphire.
Anything really. Animal.
Not
Anything.
fussy.
Not fussy, yeah. I don't know, create a sing tower, that'll do me.
What about you, Jake?
Me?
Yeah, so if you got to
But
that
mate, keep it PG.
yeah, keep it very PG.
Oh, I know actually. Tropical Red Bull and like white rum or spiced rum.
Nice.
That drink, I've had it like a few events and it just tastes like tropical Red Bull. Like you can't actually taste the alcohol
Yeah.
and dangerous.
What would yours be, Jake?
Red Stripe, to be fair.
Red
That'd
Stripe.
be
You
my
love a
one,
red stripe. Yeah,
yeah.
you do love a red
It's
stripe.
easy.
Proper
innit?
festival drink that is.
Yeah,
it's
I
a good
know.
beer.
It's just easy.
Good.
Yeah.
Spice rum, maybe bag of Haribos and some squishies or something.
Didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, no, me neither.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, I'd have to throw some like food or something in there. Some munchies.
Do you know what? I see a lot of
Dominoes?
people have
Yeah.
like a lot of touring DJs, because they literally turn up to an event, play, get on a plane.
Yeah.
Like they'll have like a chicken wrap, a Tropicana, like just random bits
And
of like
yeah.
food and
to
stuff.
keep them going.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of the promoters are just like they just do it, and
Yeah.
like often this just sits in like a little tub and never gets touched. Like it's weird.
So
Like,
how would you determine who needs a rider? Do you know? Is it the big? Obviously, you just ask in general. Like when do they get to that point where you have to start asking them for?
pretty much every headline DJ has a rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll send it through. They'll have a tech rider and a hospitality rider. Hospitality generally is what drink they want. Tech is what decks they want, and then they might have like just something like a hand towel. You know, like because they'll know that in a lot of clubs it gets really hot, so they'll have a hand towel and their rider across the board. But you don't really get. I mean, there's more. We have one. We put on a fridge magnet from the city. Melody had a football shirt from the city when we booked him. So
His name on the back.
Yeah, I got a Peter United shirt with his name on the back.
Oh, sick, yeah.
Michael Johnson sorted that out because he was working there at the time, and he got like I think he got in trouble for that. But he got like a Melody Peterborough shirt, and we like put it all up and stuff. It was sick. But his wardrobe must be amazing. Just like football shirts with name on the back, every single city.
That is mad.
Is that what he asked for then? Yeah.
That's
Rider,
right,
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's something probably I'd ask for.
It'd be a good like memory thing when you go back and like you've got every single city. Yeah.
Crazy. Anything else?
I don't really know, to be fair.
Scrolls out, it's a picture of that.
Is that in your favourites now?
It's going on his
It
wall,
is,
mate.
no, it is. It's kind of a lock screen. Is there any questions you want to ask us?
Yeah, long on you.
Where do you see yourselves, I'd say, in the next year?
That's what I was going to say something as well. Like, what's next for you boys? What do you want to do?
For event side,
Yeah.
for me, I don't know about you, Jake, but so from my point of view, like I want to work on trying to push like the 140 UKG sound in Peterborough. I feel like it's needed. So fingers crossed, like more events and bigger venues with local 140 UKG DJs and just going from there.
I think you've seen there's a hunger for it, Sammy Virgie. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of people there for that specific.
Yeah.
It did surprise me how many people were like into that.
Yeah.
To be fair, like more or less the whole crowd were like loving that set.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were local as well. When we were going around and talking to people.
Yeah, a few of the older crowd didn't really know what to expect because they were like, "Oh, garage," thinking it was old school garage.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then-
in it,
yeah, that sort of like vibe. But when they were there, they were like, "Oh, this is wicked!" Like you know, I haven't come across this before.
Yeah.
So it was a good eye opener for them as well.
I think also adding on to that, it's one that we've not really been pushing, to be fair, but ideally we want to push 140 UKG and techno, to be fair.
Techno, definitely techno as well.
Yeah.
I feel that's not really a lot of people pushing that, and I feel like that's big. I think social media's got that big at the moment.
Yeah.
You see it a lot on social media.
It's XXL and Teletech,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and
Really,
like
it's-
Azure as well.
yeah.
Mate,
I
blowing
think
up.
people are loving the techno as well, so that's something else. We definitely want to push.
But event side, that's what,
I'd like to see an event that we throw with like a big name.
as in what? Like promoter wise? Or?
Yeah, like our own event.
Yeah.
Have a headliner.
Yeah.
And
I think that's something we could do. I think that's, like have a 6 stacked lineup of local DJs with
exactly,
one big like salute. Or, like,
Yeah.
that'd be fucking sick.
because like watching how you felt playing for you guys at Mixo, like it'd be nice to be able to give other local DJs that opportunity.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
I think people needs that as well.
Yeah. It's just venues, isn't it?
Me, I was always more the podcast side, like not much as the event. Obviously, I do want to. We always wanted to get into the events, but when we started this, it's just like I want to get bigger names on here, and push the Nearo brand a bit more. We've talked about like merch and stuff we want to do in the future. But since we've had like the St Central boys on and we've started getting like collectives want to work with us, I'm loving that now.
Yeah.
So I feel like getting that, doing things with other collectives and stuff, that's, the type of take we've been asked to do like a couple of takeovers and stuff. So I kind of like that, working with other people really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think you boys are putting in the effort, and no one else is doing this.
Yeah.
And like even the mixes and like,
I
I think it'll pay off.
like
Yeah.
listen to little
Yeah,
mini
you're going in
mixes
the
and
right
stuff.
direction. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. We didn't realise it would be this.
Nah, not really, because like if you looked at it about 6-7 weeks ago, like
Yeah.
we literally just started it as
We
events.
sat on them camping
Yeah,
chairs.
and literally Jake was like, yeah, and then the idea of doing a podcast literally just got thrown about. We sat on that chair.
Sounds like us, like with Mixo when we first started. It was like throwing like
begging our mates to come.
Yeah, it was just like you know, it was just like
that's a little
and then
bit
seeing how it evolved. You know, it's great.
I think we sort of spoke about it, and then instead of just thinking about it, we just did it.
Yeah, we didn't really give much time about it. We just chucked some chairs together.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan, we need you.
We need you. And yeah, we're not doing crazy, like we're not blowing up, but it's with the rate it's going.
Yeah, like
it's definitely got potential.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. And like I said, we never, like I said, we didn't start to get big. We was just doing it for something to do.
More enjoyment, isn't it? To be honest.
So I feel like it's good we haven't got in our head like shit. We need, it's not going in the right direction. Just keep doing what we're doing.
Just send it,
I think it's the connections we've made. Like
that mindset's good.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's the connections we made. Like obviously we had Jack on here, and he was like, "Yeah, we want you to do room 2 on Boxing Day," and we were like, "Fucking hell."
That event is going to be so fat.
Yeah,
oh my
it's
god,
gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I cannot wait.
So yeah, just like that, just the connections we get in, and for me, like I don't want to go deep it, but for me at the moment, I'm not deep in it. Don't worry, see what I've been through and stuff. It's just I just want to just enjoy myself, man. Meet good people. Yeah.
Friends for life, innit?
Yeah.
To be fair.
I've just you only live once, so yeah. I'm not deep in it. Don't worry. I don't want to get into that side. What's gone on, but yeah, I'm happy where it's gone.
So,
Good. Happy for you, mate.
Yeah, so it's good. Stop looking at me like that.
What? But other than that, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, at the moment, I think where it's going, it's just we're just riding that wave at the moment. It's
like we don't, yeah.
Feels
I mean,
quite natural, doesn't it?
yeah, it's
I feel like, I'll be honest, I don't want to brown nose you boys a bit, but being there last couple of weeks, it was like, cause I remember I used to work in Halo and stuff, and with me and mum, like the Roscoe brothers and stuff, we used to come over to the Mixo nights, and we were like, fucking sick. And then to think back then I was there, and now I'm here, sat in front of you boys, like
it's a bit weird.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's mad. And like, obviously being with you boys the other week backstage, and I was just like, I've never thought this is where I would be in my life, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's crazy. So just keep on doing what we're doing, you know what I mean?
See who else we can get on.
Yeah.
Go from there.
Yeah.
That's our plan for the next sort of year.
Moving on from that, who do you want us to get on? Who would you like to see on the podcast?
Yeah, who do you think?
Realistically as well.
No, I think
what,
fucking boys, go for it.
Blast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's a sound lad. Like, we spoke to him.
Yeah, he might do like a 4-hour episode though. He talks a lot.
Yeah, he loves to chat.
Alicia, turn around the corner.
So,
that'd be good.
yeah, funny story about that one. Well, it's not too funny to be fair. I did email, I think it's Will. It's too busy.
Yeah, yeah. Back in a second.
Yeah, I feel like we could get Alicia, but just when the time's right. Like, I'm not going to beg for it.
Yeah.
See when they're ready.
We've said it before, but we're pretty much booked up now till
a long time now.
May.
Like we're up until
April.
May with dates.
May.
Most of those days.
So. Yeah, we've got some like local lads on in the meantime as well. Like we don't just want to go we want to get everyone on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like,
what about sauce lads and things like that?
Yeah,
sauce. They're booked in to be fair. Yeah. Rubens. To be fair, Ethan said that. I think we'll have to drop him. I don't know if he's
get him in with the sauce lads.
Yeah.
At the same time. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Probably do that.
Let's do it. Let's just do it. But yeah. Other than that, I think that's literally it.
Yeah. Well, so we're just going to stay consistent.
Exactly. That's the key.
Just stay consistent and just don't get disheartened when things ain't going our way. Just keep going.
Do you find that with Mixer it stayed gradual? Did you find any points where it like dipped off a little bit?
Huge waves.
Really?
I think as well, like when you make bookings, you kind of have to mix doing it with like your head and your heart. Like you have to do like the ones that are going to benefit you financially, so that you can do the ones that you actually really want to do.
Yeah.
Like we'd have to book when Tech House blew up, it was like we reluctantly booking some Tech House artists, but then we'd book like a cooler house disco act every now and then.
Yeah.
You have to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Keep your sanity, but also make it worthwhile. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask, because obviously, it's just things I struggle with, like with mental health wise. I don't want to keep bringing this up, but it's something I struggle with. So when you got a lot of pressure on you, how do you? Is it hard? you know, sometimes you think, oh, this is getting too much, or
How do you wind down as well?
yeah, how do you cope with all the stress and stuff, or does it get hard? Like, be honest, if it's like, if you don't, you think, no, I'm all right about it all, but
It does get hard. It does get hard, but like we know, at the end of the day, we know, like we know the event's going to be over in like 2 weeks time, sort of thing, and that's what that, you know, I think that's what, you know, keeps us sane when we're mad rushing around and stuff like that. You know, we know it's not forever, sort of, you know, until the next time. But I think that's pretty much it, really. Yeah. I mean, we. Do you get stressed out a lot? I don't get too stressed out.
I think I come from like a project management background, so it's kind of like
you're used to it.
Yeah, a little bit. So like this sort of stuff doesn't feel as stressful.
No.
But like, you know, when you go to the wrong Westfields in London, like that's stressful.
Yeah.
I felt it then.
We're all pretty much like hands-on. So we're all like, all of us, like we're all.
You all help each other out, I guess. You all push each other, and you know, so you've got that support there.
I don't think any of us have broken down.
No.
Not all once.
But I think as well, like you just got a bit of perspective. Like it is just a rave. Like, If
don't deep it too much.
If a fire alarm goes off mid-set, it's part of the thing.
It is what it is, yeah,
some
literally.
Little Brett and Chav that EJ's mates with. Smash the fire alarm. Yeah, that sort of stuff. Like, it's stuff that's out of your control is hard. That's easy to get stressed by, but I think as a whole, you just got to have a bit of perspective. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, move on.
And like we said, we're always offering. We're always here if you ever need a hand with anything. Like, even if just support.
Just to laugh at or.
Well, funny enough, we're getting a lot of steel fencing for the next one, so hands on.
A lot of manual labour going on there.
Don't know about that.
25 kilos a panel, about 80 of them. So
no, but like, honestly, like, you know, we're here.
Yeah.
You know, we want to help you boys out, and
appreciate it.
Sweet.
Appreciate having us on.
Thank you for coming on. We really appreciate this, like the support you boys are having.
Do you want to tell everyone a little bit what they can expect from your guest mix?
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about what did we actually play.
I'll be honest, right? That's the first time I've played on a controller, and we didn't plan anything. So it's probably the most random 30 minutes of your life.
Get a message like in the afternoon, like, you go back to back, or like what?
Well, I what guess it?
Sorry.
It's like, okay, I just chuck loads of tunes to the folder, and then just.
That's how we deal with stress. That 30-minute mix is a perfect example. It's like, that's an
You
insight
handled
into
it
our
well.
minds.
Yeah, no,
It went well. What I could hit, it went well. So.
Yeah. Wow, but sick.
That was a good one.
That was a fun one, to be fair. I'll be jokes to watch back. Yeah.
No, like I said, we really appreciate boys coming on.
Yeah, appreciate you coming down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, appreciate you coming down. Fucking hell.
2.5 hour drive.
Yeah. Are you driving back tonight?
Yeah, straight after.
Stay at EJ's if you want. I'm sure you won't mind.
Sleep on the sofa.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's cold now, too cold.
We'll
live
stream it all night. Cam sleeping on the sofa.
Yeah, they could help us out in the little thing we had, the little idea we had.
Which one?
The 24-hour charity thing.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, we've been thinking about doing something.
It'll be sick.
Was it next year?
Yeah, next year.
So, like, I don't know if you're on board with it.
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah. So, like, we sort of want to do like a 24-hour stream, but like rotate obviously an hour each. Yeah. And then just sort of keep it going for an hour.
Yeah, just raise.
For anything. So, yeah.
It'd be cool. I can't think of anyone else who's done that sort of stuff.
It's sort of bringing those like lockdown rave vibes back because I remember the lockdown. Those live streams were fucking cool. They were sick. So if that's something you'd be
we did a couple, didn't we?
Yeah. We're very good. We'll be up for it. We'll jump in.
Yeah. Like I said, we'll do like shifts.
Yeah, we'll
people
work
come
shifts.
in, they'll do an hour or something, and then someone else we'll do that.
Yeah.
That'll be. I feel like I wanted to mention that.
Yeah,
maybe something else we think about doing as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Cool. Nice one.
Chan needs to get home.
Chan does need to get home.
So I've had my pizza, I'm alright.
Yeah, no worries.
What's Peterborough like on a Monday night?
Tuesday
I'm going
night.
out.
Oh, wait, there's an event at O'Neill's tonight. It's Tuesday tonight. Should we all go?
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Oh, you'll fit right in. You do.
Still got that wig down, or?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You know, with a boy. Right.
No, but yeah,
Nice
we're
one.
waffling a bit. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks again, guys, for coming on. It's been
Yeah, thanks so
been a
much.
fucking pleasure.
Pleasure.
Look
And
after
maybe
yourself.
again, like we said, to the others in a year's time, maybe get on again and
Yeah, if you're interested, come on in a year's time.
talk about
Just see how we've all progressed. And
2024.
I'll be sick to do.
We'll see.
Well
But no,
done.
thank you again. Like and subscribe,
Cheers, guys.
please.
Cheers.